Okay, so we are going to log in to our Scan and Cut Canvas workspace. So we're going to go to log in. I'm just logging in here with my username and password. And then once you have gotten logged in, you're just going to close out of this first box that pops up. Then we're going to go to New. I'm going to create a new project from scratch. Now, since we're talking about rhinestones today, the rhinestone kit would need to be activated in order for you to use it. So if you have not activated your rhinestone kit, then you're going to go up to where your username is at the top right of the screen. Click that. And then you are going to go to Premium Function Activation. So once you are here, there will be a card that came with your rhinestone kit, and you will type in that number here and then press activate. Now once that's been activated, it will show up in the activated premium functions. So you can see my list is pretty long. It could be that you have all of these same things activated, or you may not. You can activate just the things that you purchased that pertain to what you want to work with. Now, once you've made sure that your rhinestone kit is activated, then that's when we're going to just go right back out to Canvas Workspace just by clicking on the logo there in the top left corner, and then we're going to click on New. So once you have clicked on New, then it's going to open a blank page so that you can start your design. So the first thing that I want to do to create this design, which is the I Heart USA, and the heart's going to be the rhinestones, I'm going to go ahead and create my text first. So the first thing that I'm going to do is come over to my sidebar here where it says Pattern, and I'm going to go down to where it says Text and choose the font that I want to use. In this case, I use this font that's called Brome Bold. I'm going to click that, and it's going to give me a text box on my screen. So in that text box, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the word USA in all caps, and I'm going to delete out those other letters that were there, and I'm going to put a space in between each of those letters. Okay, so that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of bring that down out of my way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that same font and get another text box and just type in the capital letter I. So the capital letter I is what I need. All right. So now we want to adjust these so that they're the size we want them to be. And the reason for the space in between is because I'm going to be putting a rhinestone in between each of those. So that's the reason why I've put that additional space in there. So now what I need to do is I need to get the shape for the heart that I want to use. So I'm going to go right back over to this left sidebar, and I'm going to do Return arrow, and I'm going to go to Basic because I want to get a basic shape of a heart. So I'm going to scroll down till I see it, and I'm going to click on that heart, and one will appear on screen. So once I have that on screen, I am going to size it until it's about the size that I want it to be, and then I can also size my other items to get them to look the way that I want them to look. And that's your goal at this point, is to get everything looking the way you want it to look. So you're just trying to get all of your components in there and looking the way you want them to look. Now what I'm going to do once I get my heart size the way that I want it to be is I'm going to go up to my Premium Function tab, which is at the top of your screen. So you can see here where it says Premium. I'm going to select Premium, and then notice that one of our selections here is rhinestones. We've got three options. We can insert a rhinestone, we can go to Rhinestone Wizard, or we can go to Show Rhinestone Count. So right now we're going to utilize the Wizard so that it will place the rhinestones for us. So I'm going to click Wizard, and it comes up with a selection box so that we can make this look the way we want it to look. So for this one, I chose Contour Fill, size 10 stones, okay? And I didn't change anything else. And I'm going to go ahead and press OK. And watch what it does. It's actually going to place all those rhinestones for us. Now, depending on the size of your heart or the shape of what you're doing, it may use more or less rhinestones, or fill them in differently. If you don't like the way it looks, then you can go right back up to Premium Function and click on that Rhinestone Wizard again, and it will once again allow you to choose something different. Or if you just wanted an outline, you could just choose the first one. So it just depends on the look you're going for, and you can go back and forth until it looks the way you want it to look. So in this case, I'm going to leave it the way it is. Then I want to place a rhinestone in between each of the letters of USA. So I'm going to go back up to those premium functions, and I'm going to choose the rhinestone or insert a rhinestone because I just want to place 2 rhinestones. I'm going to place one in between each letter. Okay. Now, if I want those rhinestones to be a different size, I can go to my properties box and say show properties. I'm going to move this over just so it's not covering up our design, and I can go in and say, hey, I want to use a size 20 rhinestone, or whatever size you wanted to use. That way the hole that's cut in the template material will be the correct size. And then I'm also going to put one there in between the S and the A. Now, once you are done placing rhinestones, everywhere you click will place one until you go back to the arrow tool or the select tool to let it know that you're done placing rhinestones. So at this point, this design, if this is all I wanted to do with it, it would be done. And I would then go to my download, and I would either wirelessly send it to my Scan and Cut or download it to the PC via a jump drive.